This boy was born to hunt and fish, going toe to toe with the wilderness. No river too wide, no mountain too high. To catch a fish, you'd walk 1,000 miles. If you can join in, just take a clip. You're in the sticks with Uncle Nick. What's up, guys? Wakey as usual. You're in the sticks with Uncle Nick, editor-in-chief. I'm sitting here with Captain John. Maybe you know him. Captain John's by. Been trying to put this video out for a while, and what it is for In the Sticks with Uncle Nick is ELVER eels, aka glass eels, which have exploded in down East Maine's economy, coming in at $2,000 a pound. Well, they're about an average of $1,800 a pound this year, and Uncle Nick is an eeler. There's only 250 licenses in our state, and there's only 2 or 3 states up and down the East Coast that actually do it. But what it's turned into is a lot of poaching, a lot of drug addicts and stuff going after them. A lot of shit going on fishy with these glass eels. And what they do, guys, is they take these eels out of the river. What I say, ELVER eel, a glass eel, they're just little premature eels. And what they're doing is they're selling them overseas to Asia, Japan, mostly, I guess. This is what I've read. I'm going to have a link down below, and I want you guys to go check it out if you're at all interested in it, because it's actually quite interesting. But what they're doing is they're selling these baby eels for about $1 a piece, and they're going to Japan where they're raised, and they're raised into, you know, big eels like you'd think, you know, your 3-4 foot eel or whatever, and then being sold for like $8 a pound or whatever as high grade sushi. And there's all kinds of shit involved. It's like all these tree huggers are saying how horrible it is. Like, it's pretty much they're enslaved and being grown in Japan in friggin' genocide camps waiting to die and all this other stuff. Then there's all these people saying they're being over-harvested and anything. But anyway, there's supposedly a reality show that's coming out called Black Gold, and it's because it literally is what it is. I mean, you have guys around here last year that made like $250,000 in 2 months. It's 2-month season, April and May. Uncle Nick does pretty damn good at it, and he just has a dip license. You have 2 licenses. You have a flight net and you have a dip license. Flight net is just, you set a net out. What it is, you're setting it along the base of rivers, brackish water. So they travel through the ocean, but they come up into rivers to spawn or do whatever the hell they do. And the footage I'm showing you is just daytime shit. See, I've been trying to get Nick to do some stuff with it, but obviously he doesn't want to give away his secrets and his spots and stuff. So he was able to, usually they do it at night, but these are eels that got caught up in the river. And what you see at the end of this little clip is about $500 worth of eels in about 10 minutes. So if that tells you how much they're worth and why people are poaching them. And what they did is they made the poaching fine, like it's like $2,000 now if you get caught poaching them. So, but at $2,000 a pound, you can, if you can get away with it once, you can pay for the fine. So in 2012, there was 19,000 pounds harvested at an average of $2,000 a pound. So $38 million. $38 million divided up over 250 license holders. Well, it's 250 license holders, yeah, but there's a lot of poachers that were got in on that. I know a kid.
158,000.
Yeah, that's an average of 158,000. I
think.
For Rain Man over here, the fucking mathematics genius. But I know guys.
152,000.
152,000. But I know guys that had, like, they have, like, their kids have licenses and shit, so they have like 3 or 4 flight nets. And you got guys like that that make, like, there's guys reported, rumored, yada yada, that made like fucking $500,000 in 2 months last year. And I believe it because they're all driving around in brand new cars and shit. Then you got kids that are fucking making like 50 grand in 2 months, fucking going crazy with it, as you can imagine. Well, what would you do? Probably the same thing I'd do. Have a good time with it. But what you're talking about, guys, is just crazy people doing shady shit. I mean, and they used to be, like when I was a kid, people have always done it, but they only used to be worth like $200 a pound. But ever since that big tsunami hit Japan and shit, like it ruined all their supply of eels or some shit. This is just, you know, I don't know the numbers and everything else. But ever since that tsunami hit Japan, there's been all that, the price increase on our end. And so that's what's up. So here they are. Read up a little more on it. There's been books wrote about it. The article, the link that I'm showing you is pretty cool little link. But if you just Google ELVER EELS, Bangor Daily News, you'll get a lot more out of it than just the link I'm giving you. But it's pretty interesting, really, to see how much of like a gold rush it is with these fucking things, because it is. And sorry, it's fucking going on September, and I'm just showing you the video. But I'm sure it'll be speculated. It's speculating for next year that it's still going to be, the price will be right up there. So next time you're eating a piece of sushi, eel, anyway, it might have come right from Maine. See, because what they do is they take it from Maine, they send it to Japan, grow it, and then they are selling that back. So, and then you got your eels in like New York and shit. It's the same breed of eel, but it's just a matter of where it is, and up and down the East Coast. It's crazy. They drive like 2,000 miles to breed, and it's crazy. There's all these analogies and shit on, like, there's this guy, Trevor Corson. He wrote the book Secret Life of Lobsters as well, but he also writes a book about these eels too. And he explains it like, it's like if you only get one chance to breed in your whole life, and you have to crawl from the moon to Earth without eating anything before you do it. And so it's these little eels. It's crazy the shit that they do. But anyway, there's just millions of them. And like I said, the poaching, you got wardens hiding out in trees, you got people in camouflage crawling down to brooks, and I mean, just all this hair shit going on. Like, I know a poacher last year that made like $50,000, doesn't have a license. He ended up getting caught once, but what the hell, he made 50 grand. Then you got all this IRS, people paying cash for them. You got the DMR, Department of Marine Resources, going crazy over this shit. A lot more involved than meets the eye as far as yada yada. Yeah, there's some eels that are worth a lot. You can see, like, it's almost like drugs, you know. There's all these illegal, of course drugs are illegal, but there's all this illegal stuff going on wherever there's money to be made, you know. And how can people not do it? You know, I mean, Maine is a poor state, especially Washington County, Hancock County, where most of it's going on. You're going to have people, if they can make $2,000 in 10 minutes, they're going to do it. And all you need is a net, a pair of boots. You don't really need boots, I guess. Flashlight. You don't really need much. You don't need anything except for a net, technically. You can go down and do it if you know where to go and what to do. So, anyway. So that's what's up there, and me and John are going to sit here and have a drink, but enjoy the footage. Let me know what you think. Go check out the link, get back at me, see what's up. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Okay, enjoy.
Right there. time ELVER. Climbing. Yeah. It's hard to see. Shine that right in there. That's what we got, folks. In the sticks with Uncle Nick fundage. People eat them. ELVER eels, glass eels. This is a bigger ELVER eel right here. I can get him. High-grade Japanese sushi. Woo! Not bad for about 5 minutes. Beautiful, beautiful. In the sticks with Uncle Nick.
This boy was born to hunt and fish, going toe to toe with the wilderness. No river too wide, no mountain too high. To catch a fish, you'd walk 1,000 miles. You can join in, just take a clip. You're in the sticks with Uncle Nick.